I had to get Duke in here, man. Duke had a lot of shit to say last night, so I want to check him.
What that?
about the 50 situation.
Oh, well, okay. How you feel about it?
I feel
because
like
I got mixed feelings.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you dive first. Now, this is what I want to ask you. Because me and Behind, we have already talked about it. First of all, the 50 being mad about Meech kicking it with Ross.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that? So I'm gonna set you up.
Okay. Well, they pretty much the same as last. Cause I think we touched on that last week on your show, and with the new developments, I learned a little bit more about what's going on. My opinion kind of swayed a little bit more to the middle, opposed to one side, and I ain't gonna lie. I really have mixed emotions about this because on one hand, I feel like on 50 as far as 50 canceling the show. I was like, okay, damn, was that the best thing to do though? That's kind of real petty about that because you making money off of it. You know what I'm saying? That's your bread.
Right.
But maybe he got enough bread where he can sacrifice that just to get back this person so he won't eat. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then now, as far as Ross, I don't think Ross really. Honestly, I don't think he really doing nothing that wrong off this one. He just had how Ross do. He just getting his way fit in, I feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He just taking advantage of the situation. Now, what I do feel a certain way about is his son. Did you hear about the text?
No, I didn't.
You know about the text we got?
Yeah.
You did?
Wait. You talking about the text between Lil Meech and 50?
Right.
Okay, y'all know about that text. I thought something else.
Now, as far as that go, it's like to me now that's kind of shaky. I understand where he was at with it. He trying to save his career, make sure they still good, and maybe 50 probably real influential in his progress. As far as him coming up, he paid for his acting class. He believed in him, gave him a chance. You know what I'm saying? And so I can see where his loyalty would be towards him in that, as far as that go. But. When you seen the text and he was like, man, let's, I rock with you. What he said, I'm loyal to you, and F that Rick Ross stuff. That just Pop's just messing with him because he paying the bills right now till the season come out. It like, that's cool, but to me, it like if that was my kid, and I know, and I'm almost 1,000% sure that wouldn't have went like that. Cause I think mine would have been more like, hey man, F you.
Right.
You talk about my daddy like that, but this my dad at the end of the day.
Right.
I appreciate what you did, but this still my daddy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You go, I ain't coming to you on paying no homage, and you out here killing my daddy like that.
Right,
as far as with the rat pictures and all that stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I got that's really where I'm at for it. That's the only issue I really have with that whole situation.
Let me ask you something though, dude. A lot of people saying this right here. Now 50 talking about, he putting the rat pictures up, and I hear he doing a documentary with what's the girl name?
What is her name again?
The Cohen girl.
Yeah,
the police.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. We'll get into that in a minute.
Tammy?
Yeah, I think so, but we'll get into that. But here's my question right here. To a lot of people out there, didn't 50 know that Meech, if he was working, didn't he already know this information before now?
Yeah.
How do you feel about him having to know this information and waiting until he see 50 see Ross and Meech together to then, now want to play that trump card.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to stand on, this is what I would say to a lot of the people that follow 50 or follow Ross or follow any man. If you're going to stand on something, then stand on it. If you had a problem with him, so-called, and this is allegedly, being a rat or talking or cooperating, then you cut that off. You know what?
Right.
These are my standards.
Right.
I don't fuck with no nigga, you know what I'm saying, that talks or cooperates with the police.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I ain't fucking with it. But if but if it's predicated on whether you take pictures with Rick Ross or you fuck with a nigga, then I'm gonna bring it out. See, that makes me look at a nigga flaw.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You're not standing on principle.
Nah.
You out here, you know what I'm saying, standing on feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
So, kind of what my girl used to do. You know what? I'm gonna hold this over your head. If you ever try to leave me, you know what I'm saying, then I'm gonna say this about you. How do you feel about that?
I definitely think it's emotionally motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he too emotionally involved. That is kind of, you said it better than I could. It's kind of hoish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you think about when that's who usually do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like the industry. You know what I'm saying? How they been knew that about Puff. They didn't just figure this out. You know what I'm saying? But now that you got there, if I need you to act a certain way or to move a certain way, and you're not moving accordingly, now I'm gonna put this out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna drop it on you since you ain't playing fair.
Right.
By my rules. So I definitely think it's definitely a character flaw.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's nothing that, I wouldn't see, that's the type of person, man. That's the type of person just like when well, we ain't gonna say his name, but that's the type of person I wouldn't even want to know.
Right.
Because at some point we gonna have a fallout.
Right.
First of all, I don't move behind no man or no certain kind of way or do just how he want me to move.
Right.
I still got my own life. I have my own. Again, I don't base my relationship on this person off of your relationship or your experience with him, because I don't know what you could have did. You see what I'm saying? You might have did something to trigger that or cause that. So, you know what I mean? It's just like I think it's real messy. I think it's gonna get messy, especially with the new revelations about this the documentary that's allegedly, like you said, supposed to be coming out now. That would be on a straight. To do that would really be, now it'd probably be great for him financially. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be interested in seeing.
But then did 50 ever put out the Diddy documentary that he was threatening? Maybe that's just a scare tactic that he like to use on everybody.
I think so. I saw
it.
It's a couple of
I saw him out there,
but
he never.
Okay.
So maybe he just like to pump fake and be like, "Hey man, I got a documentary on you, so you better get your ass together."
Yeah.
But you know something too, now Beehive, it's a slightly different, narrative with Puff, because 50 was at some of them parties. You see what I'm saying? He didn't denounce Puff until here or there. He kind of played both sides of the fence with Puff. One week he mad at him, next week he ain't. You know what I'm saying? So with Ross, it's just been straight disdain for 15 years. So I think that he may follow through with that. Another thing that I didn't say last time we talked about this too, Beehive, is that the gall of a nigga telling me who I can and can't holler at. See, that there right off the rip, that almost feels like what the other side do to us. If you have your baby dad in the house, we ain't giving you the government assistance. We ain't, that's how, telling me who I can't and can talk to because of some shit y'all got going on. I can't get no money. All I can do. This is what I said to a friend of mine that was and I respect 50. Don't know him personally, but I respect him. And I told him, I say, you know what I'm saying, if I told you, that I fell out with Beehive, but you trying to promote your new song, and I told you if you went up there and promoted it with Beehive that I didn't fuck with you, how would you feel? He was like, well, nigga, you hell no, nigga. If I'm just trying to feed my family. If Beehive can get this song, I said it's the same goddamn thing. Yep. What is the difference? If Ross is trying to get, if Meech is trying to get his shit off, you know what I'm saying? How can 50 say, well, you can't fuck with him? Oh, well, yo, son, I didn't think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah. That's exactly what it is.
But also, you got to remember, Ross made a song about BMF, early on too, showing support for the movement.
Correct.
So I mean, it wasn't like 50 just had total dibs on the BMF movement.
And I thought there was an issue with that though when he did that, because I know it was with the Larry Hoover, because he was, he attached himself to everybody. Who really got something going, who really was doing
Ross?
something. Yeah, because he wore the Teflon Don first. When I first met him. You know what I'm saying? Went from there to Rick Ross.
Right.
And I didn't even know. I remember the first time he told us he was finna use that name. We didn't even know who Rick Ross was.
Right.
At the time.
Now, did he show love to Ross? That's just a side note real fast. But like he did with Meech when Freeway got out?
But nah, him and Freeway, they ain't never seen that.
Yeah, I don't think Freeway.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think he gave no money.
Well, that's a subject for another day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that another day. But Beehive, telling a grown-ass man who he can and can't deal with, that first of all, that's a strike in my book.
Yeah.
Second of all, is this business or is this personal? And this goes to not just this situation, the culture in general. We get a misconception of industry and work friends as personal friends.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And that line is blurred a lot of different times. It's blurred a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If on one hand, if 50 saying that it was all business, then you shouldn't be upset if he doing business with other folks. I don't give a fuck if you don't like the other person or not. I'm sure that that 50 has people, lawyers or these type of people or blah blah blah. You already see what Kanye been talking about. That he probably don't really, he ain't inviting them over to Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
But they can get some money together.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So we do business with people that we don't like. That's the first thing. If it's personal, then that's something that that should have been, talked about right off the rip. So meaning, if I'm 50 and this is personal, hey, look, Meech, I'm gonna do this for your son. I'm gonna do this for you while you're locked up. I don't have no problem with you doing anything that you do except for one thing.
Yeah.
And if you can agree to this right now, we can move forward. If not, you can kiss my ass, I kiss your ass, and we're going our separate ways.
Come on.
Don't fuck with Beehive.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only pet peeve. Don't fuck my old lady.
Yeah.
And don't fuck with this nigga on business.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Any of those two things right there, that's a deal breaker for me. I don't think that happened. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm not here to pile on to 50 because I get it. When emotions are involved, but
what if 50 Cent and Rick Ross are really best friends and they've been keeping each other relevant for the last 20 damn years?
I wouldn't be surprised because because that goes now. What, I take that back. I would be surprised about that situation because it just seems so intense. But that goes on a whole lot.
It does do. But I told Beehive's optimistic. You know what I'm saying? He's a dreamer too, and he wants that to be the situation.
Okay.
But like I told him, there are certain words that can't be taken back.
Yeah.
When you call a nigga a rat.
Yeah.
When you don't fuck this old lady. When you don't talk about his kids. And when you don't call him, fucking LGBT, you gay nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when a nigga ain't.
Yeah.
Those are deal breakers.
Yeah.
Now, if they were just going back and forth, old pothead ass nigga, big bubble lip motherfucker, and they kind of Jonah, you can kind of tell when it's, man, I don't fuck that nigga anyway, man. That nigga, he ain't no good business, man. You tell when nigga, they playing. They got 5 feet in and 5 out. It's certain words that go all the way in.
Yeah.
You're not gonna sit right here on camera. If we sit right here on camera, you call me a bitch ass nigga right here to my face and put it out. I'm gonna tell everybody out there right now, we're not playing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not. You know
it's
what I'm saying?
Scripted.
No, that ain't scripted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, when you put up a rap pitch and stuff, I don't think that's scripted. Here's one more thing, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna throw it back to you, dude. Another thing that I feel, that's a black eye in this whole situation is that, 50 is going after Meech, okay? But do we all realize that Meech is fresh out of prison? The man got an ankle monitor on. The man is in a halfway house. So he's fighting with one hand behind his back. He can't do what fit. He can't sit right. He can't get on the internet and say, you know what, nigga, when I see you, you're going to have to stand on everything. They'll send a nigga right back to prison.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, my question to you would be, Duke, is 50 understanding that being a businessman as smart as 50 is, does he understand that, you know, this nigga can't even fight a fair fight right now. He got too many other problems over here. You understand what I'm saying? He can't threaten me. He can't come see me. He can't pull up. He can't do nothing. I can say what the fuck I want to say right now, but he can't. He fighting with one hand tied behind his back. So now this is a perfect opportunity for me to put my foot on his neck.
Well, I don't know if he even put that much thought into it, but cause like you said, it seemed like, man, like I said, I think it's so emotionally driven to where I don't even think, because that is what you just said, a good point.
Right.
But I don't know if, you know, because I don't know 50 to figure out if he thinking like that.
Right.
Now, from his actions and what he doing, seem real, you know, spontaneous, sporadic.
Mm-hmm.
It don't seem like he you know, he playing chess right now. It seems like he just coming off the top with it, you know, at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
How he feeling at that moment. And, you know, like you say, if you standing on business, if it's business, man, it's just like, that's why I say it's so hard for me to even try to, cause it's just a crazy situation to me.
Right.
You know, like you said, nigga playing both sides. Or, you know, you standing on business on one leg.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's kind of like that.
Right.
You gonna stand on
crutches.
you gotta stand on it. You 10 toes down on.
Yeah.
Like you said, this is me. This is what I believe in. These are my principles and morals.
Right.
I ain't breaking them. Then you get that kind of stuff out, cause I'm clear like that. If I even deal some business with somebody and they just say they live a different type of life than I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I know this.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna be clear, especially if I'm just steadfast on certain things I don't want around me, or I don't want you coming at me with.
Right.
I'm gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
Right.
In a you know, as
Right.
respectful
And let
way,
you
as
choose.
friendly as I can.
Right.
But I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it. So if you
Exactly.
want to move forward, you got to move cautiously.
Come on.
Or you know,
Or you might die.
You know what I'm saying? Or we might be better to go our separate ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying, allude to earlier, some people, I ain't even that anxious to meet, because I know if we start doing business the way they move, we gonna have a fallout at some point.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I don't care how
Right.
good it might be in the beginning, just how you operate and how you think, we gonna have a fallout at some point.
Come on.
So and it gonna depend on who it is. You know, stuff get really, really real out here. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you're at a point, man, where you ain't even trying to be bothered with that. It's like, you know what? When I see it, if I pick up certain things on people, man, and see how they moving, and it ain't in, you know, alignment with how I'm moving, man, I just go the other way, man.
Now, Ross is not, exempting all this. He came on last night. I saw it was trending on the internet where he was saying that he was going to put out the new BMF movie.
Yeah.
He actually took shots at 50, saying, y'all been seeing low budget, bad shot series. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I'll send it to both of you.
Yeah.
I kind of downplay. Y'all been seeing a low budget, pretty much whack ass series. And I'm gonna put out something, mega. You know what I'm saying? And 50 kind of replied to that a few hours later, saying, "Nigga, I own the rights to
Right,
BMF.
that's what I feel.
I own the rights to everything." So that's a no-go. We're gonna see how that's gonna work out for you. I think Ross had to already know that before he even made that statement. So my final thing would be Beehives, when you got two, rich, ignorant street niggas, like Duke just said. This has the potential to just, divide. One, people are being asked to jump on one side. I'm already seeing a division.
Right, another division device.
It's another division, a divisive tactic.
Yeah.
So if you're not riding with 50, they talking, that side talking about you crazy. You're not riding with Ross, and I got partners now, man. Oh, it's a no-brainer. Rose from the South. I don't care if you're from Florida, but we from Atlanta. We ride with the South regardless. I got partners up north already, but your son, man, so I got to ride the home team. You know what I'm saying? So it's already kind of dividing the culture. It's bullshit, like I told you the first time. It is. It's all just bullshit to take away from a lot of stuff that's going on to us right now.
My thought is, once again, I am still a dreamer. If I came from the old school, I'm pretty sure y'all were there too. And they taught us that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Now, until I see Rick Ross hurt 50 Cent or 50 Cent hurt Rick Ross, them words ain't hurting each other, but it's damn sure making each other rich.
Right, but but what about the people? What about men? You talked about this.
The extras.
The extras. Those are the ones exactly. Yeah. Those are the ones that follow this shit hook, line, and sinker. It's never the two rappers. It's never Biggie shooting Pac.
Right.
Pac shooting Biggie. It's the Orlandos and this motherfuckers and that motherfuckers that take this shit dead ass serious. It's little niggas that's living right there in Dade County. That's growing up and coming up and they see they feel like it's an attack on the South and Miami. It's niggas that's growing up right now in Brooklyn and Harlem that feeling like these southern niggas, it's an attack on us up top.
Yeah.
That's what they see. Their words are powerful.
Yeah,
it's not them two. They're hiding behind mansion walls and riding in Lamborghinis with bulletproof windows.
Right. Yeah. The foot soldiers, the one around here who dying
exactly
and going to prison for it.
Yeah, the Kendrick Lamar thing. Remember we told everybody. Yeah. Everybody talking about, man, it's just good old rap. They just beefing. Next thing what happened? Next thing we'll know what happened. Drake house. Nigga shot up Drake house behind it.
Yeah.
Kids don't know what it. Oh man, I don't want it to go that far now. You know, y'all don't go. Hold on, we gotta wait a white man. Don't go shooting up the man. I'm trying to kill him. But when you out here spitting this type of rhetoric, that's what happens. Yeah. We have seen it in politics.
Yeah.
When you out here saying stuff, you can't go do it. If the president of the United States of America has to do rallies and stuff behind a bulletproof glass because of rhetoric. What the fuck do you think about that's gonna happen when it comes to two polarizing rich black men on each end of the North and the South galvanizing people through this bullshit?
Well, when you say that, I totally agree with you 1,000%. But in the same breath, that same energy, you have to speak that directly to the people. Then you need to say, "Hey, don't follow this bullshit.
Yeah,
let
that's
them
the thing.
stay out their business. And if they want to do something to each other, let them get in the boxing ring and do it. Don't go out there and do nobody dirty work for them when it's over some bullshit."
But 85% of people are sheep behind.
Yeah,
85%.
But the 95% of folks that watch this show is some leaders. And I'm hoping for those people, and those are the people we trying to, groom to think forward. So when we come in here, we talk, we like, nigga, we not getting involved in this dumb ass shit.
I know that's right.
Y'all can beef and yell and do all this other stuff, but I ain't getting emotionally caught up in this bullshit.
Right.
Now, I will call it some sucker shit, and I will feel a certain type of way about it, but at the end of the day, their impression's going up. He building up momentum for the last season of BMF. Big Meech is in the news every damn day. Rick Ross is still relevant. 50 Cent is still relevant. If 50 ain't trolling somebody, then 50 Cent ain't relevant. If you ain't caught on to his game by now, then you the biggest damn fool in the world.
Right.
If Rick Ross ain't trolling somebody, he ain't relevant. If you ain't caught on to his game by now, you a big ass damn fool.
Right.
So that's where I'm at with it too. But at the same time, we have to be here as cultural referees. Shout out to my boy Ray Daniels to say, "Hey man, flag on that play. You know what? You done brought the man's son into it. That looks kind of too disrespectful to us.
Right.
Okay, guys, get a little too disrespectful because the kids are watching. They don't know no damn better. Now the grown folks that's watching, it might be entertaining to us as well. But these teenagers, these niggas who brains ain't fully developed, they like, oh hell, so that's what we doing now. So like when I say, when he still was having something to say about Irv got after he passed, it's like, hey, that's what we trying to get these kids to stop doing, so everybody don't wind up dead.
Now see, that's
so when you carrying on like that, you leading folks down that path, it's like, all right, bruh, grow the fuck up, stop that dumb shit, because we trying to get away from that in this community and where we at right now. But you keeping us there because, like you said, the sheep, we gonna follow the money.
Right.
So if you see somebody, the richest nigga in America doing it, then all the other niggas gonna think, hell, let's go ahead and do it too.
Right, that's the blueprint.
Yeah. Now get in here, dude.
Well, no, you was doing I couldn't. You said it better. You just killed it.
Sometimes
you
just
killed it.
Get his shit out. Then I have to come back with my shit.
That's the preaching.
Because see, I don't really have a debate. I'm not. My thing come with if I got a different opinion. I kind of agree with basically what y'all saying. You know what I'm saying, on both sides, and because it all makes sense, man. And like you said, Just like what you just touched on now, I was thinking about that just when you saying it for like it's the other people around it. Even if they just say, even if they are, if you know, like not saying they are, because I don't think they are, but just like when you do have these rappers and they get together and say, "All right, man, look, me and you from the east side, but we finna beef, man. Let's go just go hard now. We ain't gonna put up. We gonna go hard. Don't go here and go there, but we gonna go hard enough to get this thing up to get so both our records can sell. And like you said, but everybody else around who can't ride here, they don't know that part. So they out here going at it for real. You know what I'm saying? And people losing their lives and going to prison over that kind of stuff. And even, man, I don't care, man, to me, like see, that again, that's where I draw the line. Like when you talk about somebody when they passed, I understand they had their beef and issues. He felt like the man was a part of a company that's trying to shoot him up or whatever. You was fortunate, you survived it. It's 20, 30 years later, however long it is.
You got your blessing.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. So what about that part?
Yeah. So why are you now when this man passed? You know, you doing the shit like you said, the Chief Keefs, the young, the old block, that stuff, smoking the packet. It's like, come on, man. You know, just if you really just don't say nothing about it, period. If you ain't got to go and show remorse. If you're only really remorseful, just don't say nothing, period.
Right.
Come on. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I told B-How. I'm not gonna go shoot your funeral up. When it's final, it's final. You know, we got rules to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, that's a party foul. You know, you start you start doing that. But I mean, at the end of the day, hopefully it'll get better.
And is this all about the money? You see what I'm saying?
I mean, you putting up a rat picture behind it. What? Just like I said, until certain things. I get what you're trying to say. It could be all scripted.
Yeah. I don't think
not
that
when
that
you put a
part
rat up.
That's like the lowest thing you could do, man, for a street nigga. Supposedly, it's be a rat.
Right.
That's the worst thing you could do.
Right.
That's why it was so hard with. You know, you got certain rappers who affiliated with being polices.
Yeah. Right.
You know, like they go crazy. They go so hard to try to prove, you know, like that's the worst thing in the world they could be affiliated with.
Snitching and being a rat. So 50 was okay with Meech, you know, setting folks up allegedly until he started kicking with Ross.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
All right.
So that's where I was. You know what I'm saying, about your point earlier when you were saying about standing on business. That's why I said that. You standing on it with 1 foot.
Right.
Because you can't, if that's who you are, those are your morals, your principles, then you supposed to put that out there off the rip.
Off the time you found that out.
Hey, man, you doing this shit?
Yeah, I can't fuck with you. I'm finna cancel the show right now. I'm finna cancel the show. I found out you read, and I'm doing a documentary with your girl to expose the whole thing because these are my morals.
Yeah. Now I want people to know
what? I'm gonna hold it over your head.
Yeah.
And I got something in the cut. And you know, if you hurt my feelings, then I'm gonna bring it out. Other than that, I'm gonna look the other way for it.
Yeah.
Well, see, the issue is I think y'all are missing a very particular point. There's only 2 people I've seen in this music industry and hip hop that don't give a fuck. 50's one of them, and Andre 3000's the other.
Oh God!
Andre don't give a fuck.
He doing
He always gonna figure out a way to get 3 racks in a conversation. They ain't got a damn thing to do about 3 racks.
Neither one of them give a fuck, meaning I don't give a damn how you feel about what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm gonna do me.
Yeah, but 3 rack stuff is more on the positive
it's
side.
It's definitely on the positive side, but it's still
grouping him in with 50.
Where 50
we don't strike that from the
It's you got 2 ends of the spectrum. The positive not giving a fuck because I'm just so positive.
Right.
And I'm pro me.
Right.
And then you got the negative, I don't give no fucks because I'm so negative. And I'm pro me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
He's trying to tie it in.
Yeah, I'm saying something. And I get it. It just surprised me. That was the reference he was going to use.
He's like the dude that be doing the thing down at 5 points, the little cards. You know, little trying to trick
shells.
you. Yeah. It's that one. Nah, nigga ain't none of them guys.
But now that's why I'm at with 50. I think he just don't give a fuck.
Oh no, he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck.
No. What do you do with somebody that don't give a fuck? You got to leave them folks alone.
Yeah, unless you don't give a fuck with them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't give a damn, then I don't give a fuck.
That's right.
Come on.
Shout out to Youngblood.
Come on, Youngblood. What up, though? And that's just what it is. I mean, family, hit the comments. Let us know where y'all stand with this. I mean, is this WWE? Is this real life? Is this narcissism? Is this just, street politics? What's going on in this case in between 50, Meech, Rick Ross, and Young Meech out here?
That's right.
Right.